Okay guys, so got the trailer all lined up here. Got some lumber here. And we're gonna start putting floor joists on today. I'm gonna try to get them, we're gonna have to take them back out, but I wanna get them on the line here and drilled. At least get every other one in there and get them framed up, get some boxes made so I can have the bolts all ready to drop in place. And then we're just gonna pull them back off the trailer so we can paint the trailer. But I want to have all the holes and everything drilled before I paint. So that's what we're up to today. Cutting pretty good. It looks like it's going backwards on video. Does it? Yeah. It's spinning backwards. Yeah, it's like it's spinning backwards. Hey guys, Bondo here. Got part 4 of the tiny house hunting camp build here. My buddy Darrel come over to help me. He's real good at fabricating and building. So he's gonna help me get this wood deck on here. We actually worked on this thing till like 3 o'clock in the morning, so we got quite a bit done. Stay tuned, check it out. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe. If you are, thanks for the support. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you like the video, and check out the channel, like I said, and thanks. Enjoy. Okay, we got the first section on. Put our bolts right straight through them ears and countersunk them. Gonna double that front one up. That's where we're at. Looking pretty good. That it?
Yep.
Nice. This one don't hit over here, right? This one misses?
That will be fine. I started making marks just so we can make sure
Okay.
we're gonna have any interference.
Gotcha. Sorry about the shaky camera here, guys. We let Darrel's son use the camera so he could video us, and he was kind of all over the place here. But he was kind of bored, so we let him video. That's why I tried to tell him to keep the camera kind of still, but you know, a young kid, he's running around with the camera.
Right there. Just catching that string line.
Here guys, we're just putting this blocking in between the wheel wells here around the tires. We left out every other stud so that they wouldn't hit the tires, wouldn't hit it. So we just filled it in with some blocking here, and then we're going to stick these shorter studs that are missing there in between the 16-inch centers. Once we screw this together, I'm going to go over to the saw and cut the next 3 studs. Darrel's just checking the lengths of them there. They're all the same length. Everything was laid out pretty good. This trailer was a little out of square, but I knew that going into it, so when I put the light boxes on there, I kind of accommodated for that. Tried to get it the corners back square because this thing was kind of cattywampus when I got it. And we got it. We fixed it though. The top now is pretty square, but I could show you where we did some adjustments to the frame.
Perfect.
Guys, here we're just drilling holes up through the metal tabs all the way up through the 2x4, straight through the middle of it. That's what Darrel's doing there. And then I had a little spade bit, and I was actually countersinking the top of the little spade bit so that the carriage bolts don't stick up. They're going to be kind of countersunk a little bit. So Darrel was kind of going up through there, trying to get the drill to go nice and straight through the 2x, and I was just doing the little countersink bit on the top.
The winger.
Support wing. Got enough room? Should have enough there, Darrel. Okay guys, this is where we're at this morning. Me and my buddy Darrel worked on this thing till 3 o'clock in the morning pretty much. And this is what we ended up with. Everything's kind of sitting here and these bolts aren't in, they're just sitting in there. You can pop them right out. So everything's just kind of laying on top of here so I can take it back off. This deck's built in 2 pieces, so when you get over to here, this is not fastened right here, so we could take like that whole section off, just pick it right up. It's just sitting on there. And then this section, so basically everything's in 2 sections. This section will lift right up, so 2 guys can pick it right off of there, in other words. So that's what we mocked up, got all that done yesterday, and then we put the wiring harness on the front. We basically, I got this whip here. I got it from E-Trailer. No, I got this from Amazon, guys. Got that from Amazon. It's got this box here with everything in it. All your colored wires and everything. And then I bought 25 foot of this wire here. And we drilled it into the frame here. Let's see. It goes down here. Right into here. It's hard to see it. That gets it right there. See where it drills into the frame right there, guys? So it runs down this frame rail right here. It's kind of an easy way to do it. And I drilled a hole in the bottom in case any moisture gets in the tube, it'll just run out the bottom. So it runs all the way down this tube here, all the way to the back. When it gets to the back, we popped out the side here, right out that hole. Went into this box, so this is gonna be nice because everything's gonna be color coded and inside these sealed boxes for the lights. And then we got the light, my fixtures here, these light boxes, and we drilled holes in the here through these rails here, and then into the back of the box there. Boxes here, drilled straight through there on both sides. So that's how we're gonna get from the box into here. And then we actually fished a wire inside this rail here. This one, second rail, so that's the other wire. We fished a wire in here, just this metal wire, so I can pull some wires through this rail up to my axles right here. And we popped out there so that I can get my electric brakes wired up, which will hook to right to the back box. So that's where we come out here by the wheels. So these two, this has 2 axles that are electric brakes. The back one's just a trailing axle. There's no brakes. So we got all that fished in. Some of these wires were kind of a pain to get in there, but we got it. So that's where I'm at. Oh yeah, and we put these few triangle braces on there. We put one here on the front. Obviously it sits on them heavy light boxes in the front right here, so that's not going anywhere. These heavy, super heavy light boxes, so it rests on there. And then I just wanted something more to kind of hold the back here right there. And then we popped one obviously on both sides, but we popped one in here towards the back by this back wheel. Got that one right there. So that kind of helps hold. And then in the back, you're sitting again on this solid piece that's behind this light box. Another piece of box tubing the same size as the frame. So that's where we're at. This wheel area, just kind of left every other stud out where the tire is. So now I can put, I mean, it's only 32 inches, so I can run my plywood right over there, and I'll put some flashing down on top of there before I put the plywood, so that up in the wheel wells will be protected from, I might even put something a little thicker than sheet metal just to protect that if you blow a wheel. So that's what we're at right now. Coming out pretty good. Now I got to tear all this back apart and paint it, basically. Got just a couple little things to do, and then I can rip it apart and clean it up and paint it, and then put the top back on. We're gonna put flashing underneath the frame, the floor frame. I'm gonna get some metal and lay it down, some flashing metal, and then we're gonna put it right down and then put the deck right over top of it and bolt the deck right down. And I think I'm gonna use Roxel insulation in here because I priced it out and I can do this whole floor for like 200 bucks. And foam board is gonna be like 400 bucks. And spray foam, I'm sure that would be a lot more money. So I think the Roxel, 3.5 inches thick, will be plenty good enough for this small space to keep it warm. So that's where we're at.